Hello everybody, this is Goose and Fox coming at you with a new testing video here, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Zanny ground type level 2. During the recent updates, they made it to where all of the Code Fairy suits that you got from either purchasing or playing that game, they are now available in GBO2 as level 2s through the supply drop. We still don't have the level 1s, those are still exclusive to Code Fairy. But this does mean that we do have a better opportunity to get a lot of these suits that, again, were exclusive to Code Fairy, which is nice to see that they are finally adding these, at least in some form, even if it isn't in their native cost. It's still pretty cool to see. And, well, today we're going to be taking a look at the Zanny ground type, as I mentioned earlier here. This is going to be the level 2 variant, and, well, we'll jump right into it here. The Zanny ground type level 2 is a 250 cost supports. At its native cost it would be a 200. You have a mobile suit HP of 8,000. You have 16 ballistic, 4 beam, and 4 melee resistance, so pretty low beam and melee resistances there. You have 27 range strength and 0 melee strength. You got 90 movement speed, 135 top speed, 50 thruster gauge, and 39 turning speed. For your part slots, I did get the Zanny twice while pulling for it, so it did give me the complex expansion slot enhancement, but without that you would have 3 close, 6 medium, and 7 long range slots. Some of your other stats here, you have a melee priority of 1, an 8-second sortie timer, it has ground compatibility, and it is a 1-star. Moving to the weapons here, we do have a pretty good setup. You have the 180mm cannon. This is the same cannon that the Gundam ground type with weapons rack can use. You can also swap this out for the missile launcher or the rocket launcher. Personally, I don't really like the missile launcher that much, but I'd probably be willing to try this with the rocket launcher, at least, but we'll see here. We have the blow as your main melee there. That is your standard punches and kicks. I believe this shares the same pattern as the gun cannon. You have the Zanny 100mm machine gun. That is 115 power, 40 ammo, and 250 range. And yeah, it's like your pretty standard machine gun as a sub-weapon, which I do like it when suits, especially supports, do have a machine gun sub-weapon. I find it to be pretty useful. You have the head-mounted Vulcan. That is 52 power, 30 ammo, and 150 range. Pretty standard pair of Vulcans, nothing to really say there. You can boost while using these. Then you have the hand grenade E, that is 1050 power, 3 ammo, and 150 range. And again, pretty standard, you chuck these, you get some damage. Pretty much anything that you would expect a grenade to be able to do. Looking at the stats, not the stats, the skills, we have 5 of them. We have the high performance radar, high performance scope, observational data link, frontline support system, and personal radar. So yeah, pretty simple suit overall, kind of what you expect for the low cost type of setup here. And then just going to have the mobile suit explanation here for anyone who wants to pause and read it. And without further ado, let's take it to port base and see what we are working with here. I remember back when the suit came out alongside Code Fairy, I believe you got this from, I don't know if this is like a regular, like if you just bought the game regularly, you got this, or if it was from the, it may have been the second kind of like package that you could get, because I think there was another one too that gave you this and the Almazaku, so I think this may have been like that second tier of like if you purchased the game, but I heard it was pretty powerful at 200, so we'll see if that kind of reciprocates here at 250. So starting with the cannon against the Gym Command. As you can see, almost 3,000 damage, so pretty good damage right there. And a little over 2,000 when it comes to another support. For your melee, again you have that pretty standard like gun cannon type of deal. And if we do a simple punch, that does do 1,200, like a little over that in damage, which I'll say is actually kind of decent. I hit the shield there, let me try to go from the side. And 987 damage, so nothing too far there when it comes to against other like supports, and especially against raids it'll probably be even less. With the 100mm machine gun here, you can stun with 13 hits in this, As you can see, again, doing some pretty decent damage. So if we just kind of keep a consistent rate of fire, you can slowly chip away at a general's health and finish him off. You have the Vulcans. Again, you can fire these while boosting. And it does look like they have some pretty decent accumulation value on them, so you can probably pair that with the machine gun. And then we have the hand grenade E, waiting for the gym command to spawn in, so we can do some damage against that. And wait for the iframes to go down, chuck the grenade, and almost 1,600 damage. And almost 1,200 against the Zaku Commander. And yeah, I mean, overall, I'd say the damage is pretty decent. I think the cannon is definitely going to be the most devastating thing here, especially if you can, like, maybe try to combo into it, as you saw me do there. Go for a downswing with the cannon. Of course, that probably would be a bit risky, though, giving the suit low defenses. So probably something that you only want to do maybe occasionally if you're like able to split the opportunity in. But it does seem like it does have some overall decent damage for what it's going for here. Let's see, we have the Zaku 1, the Raid over here. We'll do a few tests against this. So a little over 1,800 damage with the cannon. Still, I'd say overall pretty decent for what we're working with here. 739 for a punch, not really too powerful there. 554 for a side, even less. And then the downswing will get 960 flat. So yeah, not going to be able to do much in terms of melee damage. Unless it's a general, it seems like that's the only case you're going to get some, really any decent numbers off. Looking at the machine gun, 109 damage. And again, still able to stun in 13 hits. For the Vulcans, you have 49 damage, not really too much going on there. And for the grenade, a little over 1,000. So yeah, those are against a raid. Again, obviously not going to do too much damage because of type advantage there, but still able to, again, at least with the cannon, you're able to do most of that damage pretty well. You do have a slight zoom here. You can use that when you're trying to zoom in on somebody. How much can I do max if I'm crouched down? So almost like 3,300 damage if you're in a full crouch with the scope. So yeah, pretty decent there. And yeah, that's pretty much everything I have to say here about the Zanny. Yeah, it seems like it's pretty standard. I don't know how it really felt at 200 to use this. I feel like at 250, like it's not really that powerful. Or at least not as powerful as I've kind of heard that it was made out to be. Maybe playing it in matches might change that though, because you know, in the testing mode here, we do only have a few suits that we're able to really like shoot at here. And 200, you do have some different suits there that really aren't as commonly used as 250, I would say. So it might be a different scene there again in actual matches. But yeah, I think that's gonna do it for this. Actually, let me do a jump real quick because I want to see how much thrusters I get. Okay, so yeah, you will have a little bit of thruster left over. It's not like the Gundam ground type, which, not the Gundam ground type, the full armor Gundam. That one actually uses all of its thrusters in one jump there, but yeah, that's going to be all I have to say about the Zanny here. Definitely going to try it out in some actual matches if 250 does become available at some point, because I really do want to try out the Code Fairy suits, which is why I'm hoping to get more of them at some point as well. But I think overall it seems like from testing it, it's pretty basic for what it's going for. But again, we'll see in, you know, future videos if maybe that will change in the future. But that's going to do it for this testing video here. Comment down below what you think about the Zanny. Remember to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. And with that, I will see you all in the next one. Later.